Welcome to another episode of Jay Leno's Garage. We're going to talk about torque converters today. A lot of people know that word. They know it has something to do with automatic transmissions. Guys, explain exactly what a torque converter is.
Well, a torque converter is a fluid coupling device. It's between the engine and the transmission.
Right.
And basically it's what allows a car to stop at a stop sign without killing the engine.
Well, let's show how it works here. Open it up.
The first part of this is the pump. And basically what it does, it spins and grabs the oil as rotating mass. It shoots it inside the turbine. And the turbine is what actually drives the whole car. So this, again, this little part,
there you go.
The input splines are here, and it basically, this is what drives the whole car. So the oil is shot out of this into the turbine. It acts like a cup, so it wants to force it and spin it around.
Right.
It shoots the oil out through a part called the stator. And what a stator does, it enhances the torque. That's a K factor, and it multiplies.
Okay,
yep.
yeah, okay.
And from there, we go to a clutching system. And in the case with your car, this is a triple disc clutching system. Instead of having one clutch pack, it's got 3 clutch packs with a lot more torque.
These are the guys that did the torque converter for our jet car. You know, we couldn't put a standard shift transmission behind it because it's just a jet engine. Well, it just wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work because you can't disconnect the turbine from the drive.
Right.
Which you do when you push a clutch in.
Right.
Whereas with a torque converter automatic, we're constantly engaged. We're constantly driving. Even when the automatic is shifting, you still have a load on it. If we take the load off the turbine, it instantly overspeeds.
So we went to these guys to build us a torque converter because the stock one we had, we were using the stock Chevy one, right?
It had a stall speed of about 1,600 RPM.
Yeah, and that wasn't working for us. Now you might remember Tony from, we did a segment of the show, had a machine called Hot Flush it cleaned out oil coolers, radiator, whatever you want. That thing is fantastic. Well, this is the company that makes them, and their main business is torque converters. And it's Precision of New Hampton. What is it?
New Hampton.
New Hampton. Precision of New Hampton. You know, it's a very flowery title. It's from the long line of royals in England. Precision of New Hampton. And where is it? You're in Iowa?
Iowa.
In Iowa. Okay, it's a little town in Iowa, and yet they do all kinds of. It's not just tractors and stuff. They build it for our jet car. So these are the guys we went to when we needed a torque converter for our jet car or a dragster. You can build a torque converter with just about anything, correct?
That's correct.
Tell us about the special needs for this car that you had to do.
Well, this is a little complicated because you know we're starting out at 20,000 RPMs at idle.
Right, exactly.
And so with the gear reduction and trying to match up something that would engage at an acceptable RPM and then give you a full range.
Right.
So you could actually run it down the road.
Right, exactly. And what did we put it at? What did we put it on?
We came up with like 3,600 RPM.
3,600, yeah.
Okay. And it's worked terrifically because before we just couldn't get it to move. And it's been in there, well, a year, and we haven't had any problems with it.
This is a one-of-a-kind torque converter.
Right.
This won't fit anything else. So like with the turbine, we had to make special splines on the ID to match your transmission, and in the same way with the clutch pack. The Pilot was all different sizes, and then we furnace braced everything to firm it up.
Okay. Now, talking about the clutch pack, I mean, how do you actuate the clutch? I mean, you don't have any lines going to it or any way to engage or lock up this clutch.
To keep it unlocked, the input shaft is shooting oil down the center of it. So the clutches are basically floating on oil.
Okay.
And so when it's time to lock up, it stops that forward flow and basically reverses it so we have outside pressure down.
I see.
So that's all done inside the transmission.
Inside the transmission.
In the transmission.
Yep.
Yeah, so see, Iowa, it's not all corn.
Beans and
corn.
pigs.
That's what, beans and pigs.
Yeah.
No, these guys know what they're doing. So how do we get in touch with you guys if people want to get a torque converter for a special application like a drag car? What's the website?
GoPNH, GOPNH.com.
So and any torque converter questions they have, or if they need a special torque converter built, they can call you guys.
And we can do anything.
That's right. It's Iowa. It's America. It doesn't get any more American than that.